Hello, everybody. Welton Hong over here. Today, again, let's talk about AI and search engine. So, let me ask you something first. What happens when you rank, right, very, very highly on Google and you're getting good, right, uh, leads coming out of Google, right? For example, home care agency, somebody type in home care near me, right? So you're doing well on Google. But AI still recommends someone else, right? And that's what a lot of businesses are facing right now. That even with great SEO, right? Let's say your home care, right? Your home care agency might still be invisible in AI-powered search results. So let me give you an example, right? A home care agency reached out to us. They held the top spot for in-home care in Scottsdale for over a year, right? In-home care in Scottsdale, and they were getting great, right, new businesses out of that, um, right, for over a year. Website traffic was strong until, right, Google's AI overview right at the top launched. Suddenly, they were nowhere in the results. So instead, Google listed three other providers, not because they outranked them, but because AI found more quotable, right, task-based information elsewhere. So today, right, more than 58% of searches end without a click. That means ranking high doesn't help if AI doesn't cite your business, right? So that's why, again, right, you keep on hearing more and more about GEO. So basically, welcome to the new GEO era. It's generative engine optimization, right? It's SEO for how search actually works in 2025, right? Um, so, right, AI engines now insert queries like, right? So typically when you put in, it's a little different in AI, right? For example, who provides 24/7 Alzheimer care near Scottsdale with bilingual caregivers, right? And it's very different rather than just type in home care near me in Google, right? The queries seem to be much longer when they type into ChatGPT or type into Gemini AI mode, all these things, right? So if your content doesn't clearly answer that, then most likely you don't get mentioned, right? So that's why, again, this kind of couples back to SEO is more content on your website, right? When whoever says SEO is dead, that's not true. It just you want to make sure you're highly ranked on Google. Plus, you also want to make sure you are showing up in AI, right? So here's like what you can do. Okay, let me break this down. So first of all is whoever says you don't need to add more content to your site, uh, false statement, right? You can have high converting website that looks beautiful, yet ranked lousily in search and lousily in AI. So first of all is you got to write content that answers real world questions in natural language, right? So that way what AI does look at those content, right? Use schema markup that explains your services, your service area, and your availability. And encourage reviews that mention, right, specific care outcomes, like help my dad after his stroke, right? Always on time, compassion. Again, but reviews do matter, right? That's why, again, I get a little bit heated, get a little bit upset whenever there's marketers out there or web companies that build websites that say, hey, right, all you need is a website because AI doesn't look at anything else. They don't look at website. They don't care about reviews. That's baloney. Okay. Uh, and finally, make sure your business info is consistent on all major platforms AI trust, right? Like your website, your Google business profile, all these local directories, right? Making sure your name, address, and phone number are consistent. Those are all the stuff that AI looks at. And these are all the stuff that SEO, whoever says SEO is dead, they need to be slapped. Okay, so but it just overall, whatever it worked in SEO before, you just got to add on more, right? More schema, make sure a schema markup works, answer real life, right? Real world questions, citations, all those reviews, right? All those are still just as critical, right? So yeah, just reach out if you have any questions, right? If you're not ranked on Google yet or not ranked on AI, we can definitely help you out. Okay, let me know any questions.